Hey gang, what's going on? Welcome to the Cross-Eyed Texan. And today it is time for the shave with this $6.50 shaver I picked up from Amazon at the request of Jim G. So here it is, dude. Here's what you requested. I did a breakdown about how this razor looks and stuff, but as you can see, it's got that Gillette Tech style head. I normally have the blades loaded by the time y'all get to me, by the time I hit the record button. But today I wanted to show you a couple of things that's unique about this razor that I don't see on more expensive razors. It has pins and tabs. So it seems like to me it should help keep the blade aligned quite well. And yes, it very much does. Okay, so we're gonna look how thin that is. That's ridiculous. That is a thin base plate right there. Oh, and another thing about this, the bottom of this screws off. And you can see straight through there. Like that old Saturday Night Live skit. You could hide your weed in here. But we're not doing that. We're going to shave with it. So let me get this screwed on here. The end tabs stick out just a little bit. So it's something to be mindful of. Because I know you guys are just going to rush out and buy this thing right here. And all right, so let me show you what the participants in today's things are going to be. Now, when I review hardware, I don't care how much it costs. I stick to things that I know, and we're going to be using the Gillette Platinum. We're going to be using Tabak because this stuff is crazy slick, even when it's not wet. So that's my standard for everything. It's a blade that I know. It could be any of the Gillette blades that I know. But when I'm testing a new product, I don't take the opportunity to use a new soap. I want to get rid of as many variables as possible. So that's in there. I have some of that in my bowl already, and I am gonna get rid of some of that, leave some of it. I'm using my I'm losing my mind, y'all. This is my board brush. Parasso has one like it. Omega. It's my Omega 48 board brush. But we're going to be using this because I like the way it tears up the Tabak that I have in the bottom of my bowl here. And I'm just going to use the water from my mug. In fact, I need to fill up my sink here, so pardon the noise. It's a cold shave because it's hot outside. And you'll have to forgive me, I normally wear a shirt, but it's hot outside. And I don't have a bathroom with a window in it. The last time I shaved was the last video I posted. So it's been since Friday, I believe. I love Parasso. I say this every time, but if I could only keep one shaving cream, it would be Parasso. It is my favorite, bar none. Look at that. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Parasso does. The last video I posted, I had a gentleman slightly confused. Very helpful, but slightly confused. I wasn't saying that the soaps I have I couldn't get a good lather out of. I was simply comparing Parasso in a tube and Parasso in a puck. I like the ones in the tube better now. But Tabak, I think I may have said Parasso just a minute ago, but Tabak is my all-time favorite. It is super slick and it just smells like a man's shaving cream. I love it. Sorry about that. Channeling Tim Taylor. Let's go a little more. I want to give myself some extra protection because I'm scared. It got good reviews in Amazon. It got quite a good rating. But there was only like 700 reviews, I think. The knurling on it really isn't that bad. There's what it looks like. It looks like it's nice and even. It is very, very light. And I'm not sure I like super light razors, but let's find out how she shaves. Wow. Not bad. And I was wondering, what would a razor like this be good for? Why would somebody who's a hardcore enthusiast, and if you're watching this channel, you're probably a hardcore enthusiast, want to buy a razor like this? Well, I have an answer. This would be a good thing to keep in your dock bag. That way, if you get to a hotel or you're at a friend's house and, you know, it shaves good enough for you and you forget it, or it's someplace you know you're going to be frequently, like if you go visit somebody 2 or 3 times a month or 2 or 3 times a year, you could buy one of these razors and leave it at their house along with some blades. And wouldn't have to worry about it. All right, the ultimate test for me. Wow. It's pretty good. Wow. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I mean, I didn't expect it to cut my face off, but I didn't know exactly how it was going to do. But that's really pretty good, y'all. Left a little bit behind, but I ain't pressing too hard at all. So, let's take pass number 2 against the grain. And for me, that's always a big test. Man, this stuff is slick. I love Tabak. And I did say Paraso earlier when I meant to say Tabak. The perils of getting old. We are sitting at 436 subscribers, man. I want to do something spectacular if I can get to 1,000. I mean, something super spectacular. Just to say thanks. Because it's really a lot of fun making these videos. It takes a little bit of effort, but it's enjoyable. I get to talk to people who share the hobby of fragrances and shaving, and it's quite enjoyable. All right, so I like that flat head. It's very smooth. Very smooth indeed. Okay, flip it over, start on this side. Seems to be taking it down just fine. And it's really not a bad looking $6 razor. Somebody said, you know, that's made in China. And I was like, really? I was hoping it was made in Milwaukee. Of course, it's made in China. Oh, it's probably made in China. Okay. Man, for a cheap razor, I am stunned. And people pick on Parkers. Come on now. I like Parker razors. I know some people think they're junk, but I don't. They're a brass framed razor, and they're actually pretty good. I own a 26C, which is an open comb. I don't use it that much because I don't let my beard get super long. Nice. Is it as good as my Game Changer? No. But it's a whole lot better than you expect. If you got one of these and some Voskhod blades and a tub or a tube of Parasso, you could get into wet shaving for less than $30. And you would be set. You wouldn't have to go back and pay those exorbitant rates for the cartridges, those 5 and 6 blade cartridges. Good googly moogly. All right, let me dry my face off a skosh so I can see what's going on here. A little bit right there. I want to go back and get a little bit right there. I'm scared to shave right here because I got a mole and I cut it off one day. So I'm scared. I'm a little gun shy. So let's put a little water on my face here and let's go back and do a pickup pass. I need some right there. Need some on the old chinny chin chin. And I need some back over here on the cover, on the corner. That is always, let's grab. Look how well that's held up sitting in my bowl. Look at that. It looks like egg whites. It's awesome. And this $10 Omega boar brush, you know, it's hard to justify spending more money on a brush when that thing does so good. But I've managed to justify doing just that. So I'm just saying, I'm not preaching. Got that, and let's do this right here. You can hear how hollow the handle is. And let's go across the grain. For me, across the grain is this way. And I believe that concludes the shave just about. So let me wash my face, excuse me. Get all this stuff off here, off the old face. Look around my phone here so I can see what I'm doing. Try it with my hand. I got a question for a guy that's visually impaired. When you guys look at your face in the mirror, can y'all see everything that you missed, or do you have to do one of these things too? I'd be interested to know. I've had this visual condition all my life. For those of you who are curious, it's called optic nerve hypoplasia. That's fancy talk for my optic nerves never fully developed. All right, so now's the test. The old Razor Rock Alum Block. I highly recommend this. $10 at Amazon. Here we go. A little bit of feedback right there. None right there. Wow. We'll let it sit for 30 seconds. I have a couple of fragrance reviews coming up. I just got an order in from Micro Perfumes, and for my wet shaving buddies who may not know it, Micro Perfumes is a place where you can order a 5 milliliter sample of any type of perfume you want, fragrance that you want, and it'll give you a chance to give you 2 or 3 or 4 wears. And you can decide if you like it, and if you want, you can go ahead and buy more. But it's a great place to get a sample of a fragrance. It's not the best place to buy a full bottle of it, however. But there are other places like Fragrance X, Fragrance Net, Joma Shop, FragranceBuy.ca, where I would recommend going to pick up the full bottle of the fragrance. I ordered 2. I ordered Prada L'Homme, and I ordered Prada Luna Rosa, Prada Luna Rosa, and it's awesome. All right, so let's rinse my face off here. I am fully impressed with this product. For an inexpensive, I think it cost me $8.12 by the time I paid for it from Amazon. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it was very cheap. A little Nivea for men here. Just one of the best all-around things for the male face after shaving. Probably be good for women and their legs too. But anyway, that concludes the shave, y'all. And one more time, we take a look at it. This is $6.50 on Amazon right now. And it's got that thin Gillette Tech. That's hard for me to say, Gillette Tech head. And it did a very commendable job. Stay tuned, more videos on the way. Wanted to thank all of you subscribers. I appreciate your encouragement. Anything else you want to see that I can afford to do, I'll be glad to do it. So God bless you guys. Go out and be the change you want to see. Go bless somebody. Go hold the door open for somebody. Have a wonderful day.